Hi, this is Trey Passer. I went to see, as promised in my blog this morning, I went to see American Assassin. This movie, I was so looking forward to seeing this movie. This movie stars Dylan O'Brien. He plays Mitch Reap. I think that's what's his name. Mitch Rapp. Yeah, Mitch Rapp. Anyway, he's 23 years old. He just got engaged to his fiancee. Like you see in the trailer, uh, while he got engaged with her on the beach, there's a terrorist attack and she gets killed. And of course, of course, it drives him completely nuts, and he dedicates himself to tracking down the terrorists that did it. I mean, he trains himself. He studies weapons, takes defensive courses so he can know how to fight, MMA training so he can know how to fight. And basically, like you see in the trailer, he gets put on the radar of the CIA, and they decide to train him as a black ops recruit. Okay, and that Samantha Latham, she plays Irene Kennedy. She's like the head of the Black Ops group, and she decides to recruit Mitch to the Black Ops unit because she thinks he has the proper mindset because they've been monitoring him, and they think he has the proper mindset to be a nice Black Ops recruit. And of course, she takes him to Michael Keaton's character, is a Cold War veteran who has a training camp where he trains recruits. And he doesn't really think Mitch is set up for this because he feels he has no discipline. That he's just he was singly focused on one thing, and he doesn't take orders well. So he really doesn't want to train him. But of course, circumstances being what they are, he has to train him, and they have to go on a mission. When this plutonium gets stolen from this Russian Black Ops site, a bunch of plutonium gets stolen. So Mitch gets thrust into this Black Ops thing with Michael Keaton's character, and they have to go in and try to recover the plutonium before they can, it could be made into a nuclear bomb. Okay, so and that's what the gist of the movie is. And I really enjoyed this movie. It's kind of like a throwback to these 80s action movies in a way. And I think Dylan O'Brien, I thought he was really good as Mitch Rapp. I mean, you could tell he has a certain a great screen presence. That's what I want to say. And you really, you felt his pain and his determination to get revenge and to do what he has to do. And of course, Michael Keaton, I thought was outstanding as well as this veteran who trains these guys who doesn't really think Mitch has the discipline and to do this. And of course, Michael Keaton's good. And I also liked Samantha Latham as she was the boss. Irene Kennedy, who of course spots Mitch and think he has it to be one of the best Black Ops recruit they ever had. So she was good as well. And also Taylor Kitsch is in this movie. When I was talking about this movie earlier on my blog, I couldn't remember what his name was. He was on Friday Night Lights and stuff. So he's in this movie as well. And you can see this from the trailer. So this is not a spoiler. He plays a former recruit of Michael Keaton's character who they have to go after. And again, this movie reminds me, like I said, of those 80s action types of movies and stuff. There's the good guy, and he gets, he brings a veteran guy that has to train him. Of course, he doesn't take orders well and stuff, and then they have to take on a former student and all that stuff. But I still found it entertaining as well. Again, I thought Dylan O'Brien was really good as Mitch Rapp, and I really Taylor Kitsch I thought was good too as the former protege of Michael Keaton's character as well. Again, and it had good action and good balance, shooting, and great hand-to-hand fighting and stuff in this. And I really enjoyed this movie. It was like a throwback to those 80s movies, action movies they used to make, and I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give it a 7.8. I mean, sure, it's cliche and everything else, but it was still enjoyable. And I think Dylan O'Brien is a star. I think he's really charismatic, and like I said before, I think I said this before in a different video. I think he could be a good Nightwing for the movies. I think he has a physicality, and I think he could. He looks like Dick Grayson a lot in a way. Because I was thinking about Taylor Kitsch, maybe he could be, but I think Taylor Kitsch is closer to Ben Affleck's age. So you want somebody to play Nightwing to be, younger, significantly younger than Ben Affleck. So I think Dylan O'Brien, if they would ever make the Nightwing movie which they're supposed to be making, I think Dylan O'Brien is my #1 choice to be Dick Grayson in the movies. I think he's great. I thought he's physical. He can do the action. So I think, and I think he should definitely be Dick Grayson if they make a Nightwing movie. But again, a 7.8 for this movie. American Assassin, definitely enjoyable. Definitely go see it. And again, good action, good violence, and good stars in it. And I enjoyed it thoroughly. Again, 7.8. Anyway, let me know what you think of American Assassin. If you've seen it, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. If you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below. I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram in the description box, as well as my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.